After the extraction, the pain should get better every single day. But sometimes the pain gets worse around day 3, it becomes significantly worse and radiates towards your ear. This is what's known as a dry socket. Today I'll explain 4 things. What is a dry socket, why it happens, how to prevent it, and what to do if you get it. So what exactly is a dry socket? So to understand this, we need to understand after an extraction, a nice blood clot forms in the hole where the tooth was. This blood clot forms a protective layer, a bit like a scab that you'd get if you cut your arm. A dry socket happens when the blood clot that was in the extraction site gets dislodged or dissolves away. Now, this means that the area is no longer protected and the bone's exposed, resulting in significant pain and delayed healing. This is important to know. This is not an infection, but it is very painful. This typically happens on day 3 after an extraction and becomes significantly worse and becomes a throbbing pain. So everyone asks, why does this happen? Why has it happened to me? That's a great question. So the core reason behind this is loss of the blood clot. The scab that's trying to close and cover the extraction site. That's why the post-op instructions are really important to follow. The main things to avoid are vigorous rinsing, so gargling out of your mouth, spitting forcefully, using a straw, and smoking. Because all of these things affect the blood clot and the stability of the blood clot to stay there in the long term. So the things that put you more at risk of having a dry socket are things like if the extraction was really difficult. The more difficult it is, the more trauma there will be to the area, the more likely you're going to have a dry socket. Smoking, pre-existing infection, a previous history of dry socket. These are all categories of people that will more likely have a dry socket. It doesn't guarantee you'll have a dry socket. But in these people, it would be really important to follow the instructions, the post-op instructions, very carefully. Overall, there's around a 5% risk of having a dry socket, where lower impacted wisdom teeth have a higher incidence of dry sockets. But again, it comes down to strict compliance with following the post-operative instructions. So now, how do you prevent a dry socket in the first place? Not using straws, no smoking, gently rinsing for the first 24 hours to help prevent that blood clot from being dislodged, following all the instructions, no using a straw. That's definitely the keys. So the big question is, what do you do if you have a dry socket? How do we actually treat this? So it's important to understand there's no instant cure for a dry socket. Healing takes time, and it's your body that we're trying to support to get through this healing process. So typically you'd go and visit a dentist. A dentist will have a look. They'll probably need to numb you up again and wash out the area to make sure there's no debris or things collecting inside there that's preventing another blood clot to form. There's also a special medicine that we can put inside there to help soothe the area and encourage it to form that blood clot and manage the pain. Finally, the last thing is taking painkillers. We know it's severe pain. Taking regular painkillers and staying on top of that will definitely help to ensure that you're comfortable during these days of having a dry socket. The key thing here to note is that dry sockets do heal, and they do take a few days to heal, even up to a week. But during that period, it's just maintaining that pain relief, like mentioned earlier. So in conclusion, the main points: dry socket is the loss of the blood clot in that area. So if we can help stop the blood clot from disappearing, we can help prevent a dry socket. The pain usually peaks in day 3. So usually day 1 you feel okay, and then boom, it's there. Number 3, smoking and suction are probably the major triggers to causing a dry socket. So if you can avoid those, they're the best. Lower wisdom teeth obviously have a very high chance of getting a dry socket compared to any other teeth. But again, follow the instructions and you should be okay. Prevention is definitely better than treatment. Treatment is more just supportive treatment to support your body to get to the point where it's healing. So if you feel like the pain of your extraction has got worse after 3 days, do call your dentist immediately, get some advice. Maybe you need to be seen, maybe the area needs to be washed out. So the main thing to remember is that if the pain does get worse a couple of days after the extraction, do go see your dentist immediately, because there are things that they could do to help you with that pain and just make sure that everything is healing in the right way. If you have any further questions, put them down in the comments below and I'll try and answer them in a future video.